Today, we're diving deep into the world of business and finance, uncovering 3 essential principles that can shape your success and happiness. You see, it's not all about chasing the big bucks. It's about finding that sweet spot where money meets fulfillment. So let's talk about how to strike that balance and make smart moves in your career and ventures. First off, we'll tackle the age-old question: does money buy happiness? Spoiler alert, not necessarily. We'll break down why just chasing the cash might not lead to the fulfillment you're after. Then, we'll explore the art of planning versus overthinking. You'll learn why sometimes it's better to dive in and get your hands dirty rather than endlessly perfecting your plans. And finally, we'll talk about why taking risks is crucial for growth, especially when you're young and hungry for success. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey filled with insights, advice, and maybe even a few surprises. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to make smarter decisions in your business and financial endeavors. Let's get started. Number 1. Lots of studies show that just having money doesn't always mean you're happy. Sure, having more cash can help you worry less about bills, but once you've got enough to cover the basics, earning more might not actually make you feel better overall. Let's say you're pretty happy with your job right now. It pays okay, you like what you do, and you've got time for your friends and hobbies. Now, imagine your boss offers you a promotion with more money, but it means you'll have to work longer hours doing stuff you don't really enjoy. Would taking that promotion really make you happier a year from now, even though it comes with downsides? This kind of situation happens a lot, and it's worth thinking about carefully. It's tempting to jump at every chance to make more money, but sometimes sticking with what you've got can actually make you happier. When you're faced with choices like these, it's good to have a personal way of figuring out what matters most to you. Ask yourself, will making more money make me feel better or worse? If it doesn't make much difference, go for it. But if it's going to make you feel pretty crummy, think about whether it's worth it. Ultimately, it's up to you to figure out what makes you happy. Don't let other people tell you that making more money is the only way to be happy. Sometimes chasing after money can actually make you feel worse, even if you have more of it. So it's important to think about what truly matters to you. Making decisions based on what will make you genuinely happy is a smart move, even if it means passing up on a bigger paycheck. Number 2, when it comes to business and finance, it's super important to find a good balance between planning and not overthinking stuff. When you're making a business plan, you got to be careful not to spend forever thinking and not doing anything. It's like getting stuck in a loop where you're always analyzing but never actually getting stuff done. And trust me, that doesn't get you anywhere. So remember to plan smart, but also don't be afraid to take action and see where it leads you. It's all about finding that sweet spot between thinking and doing. A great example of a better strategy comes from Drew Houston, the big boss at Dropbox. Instead of trying to make Dropbox perfect before seeing if anyone was interested, he quickly put together a basic version called a minimum viable product, MVP. He showed it off in a short video and asked people to sign up if they were interested. And guess what? Overnight, 75,000 folks said they were interested. When you're making a plan or starting a new business, it's easy to get caught up in trying to make everything perfect. But here's the thing, the most important goal isn't to have everything flawless from the beginning. Instead, it's about getting people interested in what you're doing as soon as possible. That means you should focus on trying out your ideas and seeing what real people think. It's not about whether your plan looks good on paper or if your product is super polished. The real test is whether actual people like what you're offering. So don't stress too much about making everything perfect right away. Just get out there, show off what you've got, and be ready to make changes based on feedback. That's the key to success in business. Number 3, don't shy away from facing tough situations and trying out new things. In your 20s and 30s, you often don't have as many big responsibilities holding you down. This means you've got the chance to try new stuff and take some risks. That's when you might find yourself working long hours, both at your regular job and on your own business ideas. Sure, you might run into some problems along the way, like projects that don't work out and moments that make you cringe. But each setback will teach you something really important that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. But hey, I'm not saying you gotta hustle like crazy all the time, but putting in the work now can make your future a whole lot easier. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes, but the good stuff you'll get later on is totally worth it. Following this idea will make your life way smoother down the road. So, don't be scared to tackle challenges and push yourself. It'll pay off in the end. So remember, don't let fear hold you back from trying new things and taking on tough tasks. When you're in your 20s and 30s, you've got the freedom to explore and experiment. That's when you might realize the importance of working hard, both in your regular job and on your own business ventures. Sure, you might face some setbacks along the way, like projects that don't go as planned and moments that make you feel embarrassed. But every stumble will teach you something valuable that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. But listen, I'm not saying you should work non-stop all the time, but putting in the effort now can make your future way easier. Yeah, it can be challenging sometimes, but the rewards you'll enjoy later on are totally worth it. Following this mindset will make your journey smoother in the long haul. So don't hesitate to embrace challenges and push yourself. It'll definitely pay off. Thanks for watching today's video about business and money stuff. We really hope you liked learning about these important things that can help you out in life. So let's talk a bit more about what we covered. Remember how we said it's not just about getting all the money in the world? Well, it's true. Sure, money's important, but there's more to life than just that. It's about finding what makes you happy and fulfilled. And hey, if you liked what you saw and want to see more, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. That way, you won't miss out on any of the cool stuff we've got coming up. Plus, drop a comment down below to let us know what you thought or what you want to learn about next. Thanks again for hanging out with us today, and we'll catch you in the next video.